can't sing in this key, but here goes. Oh, where can my Nashorn be? The Lord took it away from me. It's gone to the garage, so I got to be good, so I can get my tank back when I leave this game. We're out on a game on Himmelsdorf. I hadn't driven very far. There on the road, straight ahead, a Panzer IV was waiting. I knew I was dead. I couldn't stop, so I swerved to the right. I never forget the sound that night, the busting tracks, exploding hull, the painful scream that I heard last. Oh, where can my Nashorn be? The game took it away from me. It's gone to the garage, so I got to be good, so I can get my tank back when I leave this game. To the few of you who are still here after that intro, hello and welcome to Reginaldesq. I'm Underhook, and this is my review of the German Tier 6 tank destroyer, the Nashorn. The introductory song that I butchered was Pearl Jam's Last Kiss, originally written actually in the 60s by Wayne Cochran. So, is this tank any good? No, it's not. A combination of no armour. In fact, the lower plate is the thickest armour on a tank at 30mm. The rest is 10 and 20. Everyone shoots HE at this tank, by the way, and it just explodes. So, poor armour, 5 degrees of gun depression, which means you can't use hills as armour. You have to sit right out on the top of the hill to try and shoot people most of the time. And then when you are spotted, you have to back up. The fact this tank really needs to be 15 metres behind bushes means there's only a few maps that this tank can be effective on, because quite a few of the maps that have bushes, they're on hills, and you have to basically sit right at the front of the bush because you haven't got the gun depression to move back, and so you fire your gun, you get immediately spotted and killed. If you are in a group of 3 or 4 tanks, everyone will shoot you first because you're a big target, and actually you're easy to spot as well, another bad thing about this. But you're the softest target there, so everybody shoots at you. It's a very difficult tank to play. You have to play right at the back, and then it's not fast enough for you to go and clean up at the end of the game either. Hard to have good games in this tank. Yeah. The one good thing about this though is it has really good guns. So I'll just quickly show them to you because I won't show this in the comparison. I have got a game for you with the final gun and with the middle gun here, this L56 as well. I haven't got a game for you with the small gun. The smallest gun, the first gun you start with, is really good. 150mm of penetration is not too bad. 135 damage. This is basically the same gun as on the Tier 7 Panther, the medium German tank, but it has a higher rate of fire and lower penetration. It's a really good gun. Actually, it has a higher rate of fire and a faster aim time. You need the aim time because it only has 15 degrees of traverse either side, but yeah. This starting gun has a shell velocity of about 950. It's a really good gun. You can just keep hitting and hitting and hitting people. The DPM is very similar to the final gun, so don't be afraid to use this gun. It's good. The second gun is also pretty good, but the shell velocity is a lot slower at about 750. Still has a 1.7 second aiming time, but the alpha damage goes up to 220, which is quite good. The penetration actually drops down to 145, which is starting to get kind of borderline. 5.6 second loading time is getting a lot slower now. 0.35 accuracy dispersion is, yeah, it seems okay though, still seems okay. The final gun, 240 damage, they're getting 20 more on the alpha damage, which is about 10%, but 203 penetration means you basically can penetrate almost everything you come across. 6.3 second gun loading is getting a bit slow now though. The 0.32 dispersion sounds super accurate, but it's actually not that good. I felt the first gun was far more accurate. It may be I just feel that way though because you have to wait so long to load. A miss is more of a drama in this gun than it is with the first gun. So depending on your playstyle, 1.9 seconds aiming time is a little bit slower as well. So it's a bit of a trade-off, the big gun. All of these guns work, and they're all worth experimenting with for your playstyle. Let's have a quick look at the tank comparison. Before we do that, I'll just explain. I have a gun rammer fitted. I have binoculars fitted, which sounds weird because you should be relying on everybody else spotting. Unfortunately, at Tier 6, you can't rely on everybody else spotting. Also, at the end of the game, you're basically blind if you don't have binoculars, and you need to spot your own targets. It's just how it is in this game. I've got these guys on it to mainly just speed up the track traverse. These speed up the track traverse more than that turret rotating thing does. And I just need to... Fast track traverse is important once tanks get close to you, because you got to turn to hit them. And the only other thing I could say is I haven't got camouflage yet, even though camouflage is really important in this tank, because you have to move your tracks so frequently because of the poor gun traverse. They just keep turning off. So I think that's about all to say. Other than my crew, I've got Sixth Sense. This guy's got Snapshot, which may be useless on this tank. This guy's Clutch Braking, which is really good on this tank. This guy's Situational Awareness, which is very important for view range. This guy's Concealment, which is probably a good skill to have on all of your crew members. The rest of them are working on Brothers in Arms, which won't be active yet. So not a great crew, but they're okay. Let's have a look at the comparison and then have some gameplay. We are on the Tanks GG website. Now I've had some problems with this where the pictures go faster than the words, so I'm going to keep my mouse moving all the time so it doesn't compress it or do whatever it's doing that's stuffing things up. But anyway, the Nashorn is on the left and the Jagdpanzer is the other Tier 6 German tank destroyer, not including premiums. So I haven't included the Churchill gun carrier or any of the premiums, but why would you include the Churchill gun carrier unless you want to torture yourself? And I haven't included the Hellcat because it's just a Jackson, a faster Jackson with a gun that's not as good as a Jackson. So DPM on this tank Nashorn seems pretty high compared to most of the others, although the Jagdpanzer he has is better. Penetration of 203 is actually not the best. The other one that has the best is the ARL, the French one, with 212. I did feel though that the ARL, I think I reviewed that a while back, I didn't like it very much at all. Similar problems, not very much gun traverse. So I guess, yeah, it's a trade-off. So you can see here, like the Jackson only has 160 pen. So that first gun you start off with the 150 pen is actually, you know, quite comparable. The damage of 240 is up there with all of the others, except of course the Russian bullets, which gets 390 alpha damage with 175 pen. The rate of fire, 6 seconds to reload, is you know, kind of average. The other guns here, these ones are quicker, but they don't do as much damage, so fair enough. The Russian tank though has a 12-second reload, so okay, it does a lot of damage, but it does have a long reload, so fair trade. We have a shell velocity of 1,000 with the top gun. As I said, some of the other guns, they vary in their velocity. It doesn't feel like 1,000 though, it feels like about 750, so I don't know how accurate that is. Ammo capacity, never had a problem with it. Aim time of 1.8 seconds is very good. The Jagdpanzer has actually a fast aim time. Actually, that aim time, I think, said 1.9. I don't know what it says 1.82 there. It might be my crew or something. I don't know how that's working. Obviously, the SU-100 has a very long aim time, but the others are sort of comparable. Moving this down and hoping my voice is keeping track with what you're seeing. The elevation is 20, which seems to be okay, but the gun depression of 5 is really bad. But a lot of them have bad. 88, Achilles also have 5. The SU-100 is only 6. ARL is 6. The Jagdpanzer is 6. So they're all pretty terrible. The Jackson, though, has 10, and in my opinion, is a fantastic tank destroyer. The IKV-65 also has 10, although I didn't find it to be as good, but the Jackson is just a brilliant tank destroyer. Anyway, forward speed of 40 is... I guess it's enough, but it's not fast. The IKV is much better at 60. Reverse speed of 15 is actually the second fastest in class. The fastest is the IKV with 20, but it doesn't feel anywhere near fast enough because you're just having to get on top of those hills to get the shots. And you, generally speaking, if you're on the crest of a hill and you fire a shot, you are dead before you can get off the crest of the hill. That's just how it goes. Let me see, what else do I need to tell you here? Obviously the armor is terrible. Some of the others have pretty good armor. Obviously AT-8 has very good armor. SU-100 has survivable armor, as does Jagdpanzer. So other than that, I don't think there's a lot to tell you other than the camouflage is the worst in class. This thing is huge and you get spotted really easily. That's the unfortunate thing. If you compare it to the other tier 6 German, 12 versus 23, and once you fire your gun you have virtually no camouflage at all, so you have to be very, very careful where you go and how you get there in this tank. The map is Ensk and every tank in the game is a tier 6 tank, which is lucky because we have the L56, I think it's L56 gun, which is the second gun that you get, and it has 145mm of penetration, so not the best penetration. I decide this is about as far as I can move up before I risk getting spotted, so I stop at this bush, T-37, and we miss by a mile. I'm not sure if it spotted us or not. Now my upload speed is 150k, which I think really affects my shooting. So you can see what the server saw there, which looked like I didn't give any lead, but I'm pretty sure I did. So the Jagdpanzer in front of us here is getting shot pretty badly, and I'm not sure who spotted him. So we keep the Cromwell coming around there, good shot, 229 damage, and another shot. Will we get it in? Yes, we did, 249 that one, which is pretty good because average damage to 220 on this one. We get hit by the enemy Jagdpanzer there. So I'm not sure, I don't remember 6 cents going off there, so maybe I didn't have 6 cents yet on this one. I was still grinding that first gun, so the second gun, so it could have been the case. We get a good shot there though on that T-37. I think we were double bushed. Didn't have much time to aim that one, but it also looked a bit like a lag issue as well. Basically, if you see me shoot at a moving tank and I'm not giving lead, then we're looking at lag. So, if you have any tanks that fire HE that you really love, drive them now, because I was just looking at the forum yesterday, and apparently on the test server, I'm just sped it up to 2 times speed here, apparently on the test server they've nerfed HE ammunition, back to normal speed. Yeah, so they're obviously testing out a nerf to HE, and it may prove popular, in which case they will carry it out. Obviously it's an attempt to get people to fire more gold ammunition, and yeah, so tanks like Panzer IV-H, obviously the Type 4, Type 5, those sort of Japanese tanks, or anything you have that you love firing HE in, you might as well go out and play it now because it might get nerfed in the next patch. Alright, what speed am I at? I'm at 2 times now. Oh, back to normal speed. Can we get a shot? Oh, all we did was track it. Darn. He got away. Fired a shot, but there's a building in the way. Were we going to get a... Oh, okay, artillery hits it. Oh, we got spotting damage, so how's that? So the binoculars did pay off. We wouldn't have seen that tank. No one would have seen that tank if we hadn't spotted it. So binoculars are paying off. Okay, I'm speeding up to 2 times again. Actually, I might speed up to 4 times here. Not the most exciting gameplay, I know. Pausing in bushes, going from bush to bush, because he just can't afford to get spotted. I'll slow down to 2 times, so we're getting a bit closer to the front line now. I'm going to go back to normal speed now. Artie has been spotted. I'm not sure whether we spotted or not on the way through. No, we didn't, because we didn't get any spotting damage for that shot there. Here he comes. Oh. Oh, okay. This guy's been spotted. I'm aiming for his tracks, see if we can track him in place. No, but it's good damage, 249. I thought he was going to shoot at us then, but I don't know if he spotted us or not, or what's happening. He's obviously trying to get away now. And I don't think we got that last shot. I think we only got the first 2 shots. I think somebody else killed him before our shell arrived. Alright, so the game is pretty close. We actually got 5 tanks left and they've got 6. It's not looking good. 3 of our tanks that are left are artillery, and they have no artillery left. So it's looking like we're going to lose, folks. Unless our artillery just started shooting everybody, I don't know. But it's not looking good. Now the VK on my left here is asking for SOS please assist, and he's heading down that way. And I figure, well, all our arty's there, and I probably can't do much stuck out here on my own anyway, because as soon as I'm spotted, I'll be killed. So okay, I'll retreat back with you guys. If we try and just hold the line on this end of the map. There's a Hellcat there. He can't see me at the moment, so that's good. Oh, a shot just went past. So did somebody just shoot at me? Oh, there's a tiger down there, that 131 thing. So is he going to come around the corner? We'll just wait and see. I've got a bush, so that's the main thing. Here he is. Here's Tiger 131, and we bounce. That 145 mils of penetration. Unfortunately, we missed what we're aiming at. I think we hit just at the bottom of the turret, maybe at the mantle. But those I'm pretty sure that second shot went in. Yeah, he looks pretty injured. And now the VK has said, please, give me some of those tasty shells. And we're happy to oblige and get some nice side shots there. So that worked out really well. I got the spotting damage for that guy. Really? I spotted them. Wow, okay. So having situational awareness and binoculars is paying off. So, ooh, okay, I haven't got time to go anywhere else. I just have to get in this bush and wait. Hopefully my binoculars will kick in. I'm expecting him to appear right there on the corner. Oh, we did spot him and shoot through the wall. Yep, beautiful. I think he probably didn't spot us because we shot him through the wall. And now we're double bushed and through the wall. So this guy, we're double bushed. I should be safe to shoot. It's a solid bush. I'm more than 15 meters behind. But he hits me. So maybe I did get spotted, or he might have just been shooting where the shot came from and got a lucky shot in. We are a big target though. So now I move back to another bush, because I think if he did spot me, he might be trying to get, like, outflank that bush. So if he outflanks that bush and then I'm in another bush, we might be able to surprise him. If he comes from the right, it's going to be quick, so I'm aiming to the right, but he may come from the left. Actually, he's right at the back on the left. Can we get this shot in? Okay, I missed. I would say that was lag. Anyway, end of the game. We got spotting damage for him though. So even though it was the middle gun, we got a mastery game and we got Confederate as well. Finished on top for our team, which is nice, with 1131 XP, which is enough for mastery in the tank, which is a little on the low side, so it tells you people struggle in this thing. We did 2,784 damage, and the next screen fired 23 shots. We did a little bit of blind firing. 15 hits for 13 pens. We bounced off that 131. Total damage 2784, and about half of it was long range. 8 tanks we hit, destroying 1, which is nice. 288 spotting damage. Okay. The map is Erlenberg, and this time it is a tier 7 match. We're in our tier 6 tank. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 enemy tier 7s. One of them is an arty, and they've got 2 more arties, so it's 3 arty as well. Not the best when you get a lot of arty with this tank, but hopefully we don't get spotted, and that's really important in this tank. So I'm moving across. I want to get to these bushes here on the other side, on this little island, because I've just noticed the castle behind the island. Isn't that amazing? When I'm playing the game, I'm so watching out for tanks, and I never really noticed there's like a castle wall behind this island. Anyway, if I don't drown, we will get into these bushes, and what we're going to do is we're going to poke forward in the bushes using our binoculars for spotting in case nobody is helping us. And then before we shoot, we're going to pull back. Now there is a garbage truck outside and I can hear bottles clinking and stuff. Hopefully you can't hear it. But anyway. Oh, you probably heard that one. It sounded like you just smashed about 100 bottles. Alright, so I'm in position, my binoculars have kicked in, and I'm just going to sit in this bush until somebody drives in front of my gun. At that point, I will back up so the bushes become solid. That way I know I'm 15 metres behind. Now, I've got a tank right here. He's not getting shot, which kind of tells me that there probably aren't any tanks hiding in the back line there. I'm not going to take the chance, but probably in those bushes there, normally there's TDs sitting there, but if this guy here isn't getting shot, then that would seem to indicate there's nobody there. Anyway, I'm going to speed this up to 2 times. This guy's come around the corner, back to normal speed. I back up, so see now, if I shoot him now, he can't see me. I'm just waiting and letting him come around a little bit so I can get a second shot before he can back around the corner. He actually decides to fully commit though. Now I can't see him anymore because my spot sconce have to move forward. He does a blind shot, but he doesn't know exactly where I am, and we kill him. So we just took that M4 A38 there from, I was going to say from full health to nothing, but I think one of my teammates shot him as well because we got 635 damage done there. But yeah, so we have not been spotted, and that's really the way this has got to be done. But on this map we can do it because the ground is flat enough that when I back up I can still get shots. But if it's on a hill, a lot of times you just unfortunately can't do this. I'm just blind firing there at some of the bushes on the crest up back there. So this guy, I don't know whether he thought that I had spotted him or whether he just knows I'm here, and he's being a bit more careful and he decided, nah, I'm not going to go there, and he's turned away. I think he wanted to take on my teammates there, but just thought, nah, there's someone hiding in a bush. So if you've ever been caught out there on the map before, you'll know what it's like to get caught out in the open when there's tanks in here and they're 15 metres behind a bush. You just get wrecked and you can't see them. So this sort of area is probably what it used to be like about 5 years ago facing a Nashorn, when it was in bushes just carving you up and there was nowhere to go. It's that kind of tank. But these days, I'm going to move this to 2 times again, these days there's so few spots where you can do this. I might go 4 times actually. Oh, back to normal speed. Now I pulled back. Did I? No, I didn't fire at him. I pulled back to get ready to fire. The only thing is with pulling back to be 15 metres behind the bush before you shoot, that guy obviously his 6th sense went off, and so then he moved. The trouble is that by the time I move in a position that I can shoot, he's decided, nah, I'm out of here. If I had have just stayed there and shot, I would have got a hit on him. But if I got spotted like that tank that's up there now, probably would have shot me. I wouldn't have been able to see him. There could be another tank destroyer up there. They would have just opened up on me, and then Artie would have hit me, and then in 5 seconds, like this tank, it's like you get spotted, then boom, 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 and you're dead. It's just so quick, and you cannot bounce a shot in this. So, and if people load HE, like one shot, they'll take half your health. Yeah. Anyway, enough about that. It's too risky to shoot, in my opinion, if you're not 15 metres behind. When you can. Sometimes you just can't. I'm going to go to 2 times again. Because I'm a 2-timer. Not really. Just making sure, trying to see where everybody else is. So at this point in the game, we are losing. I know it's about even. It's about even. Oh, is he going to come round this time? No. Back to 2 times. I thought he might have. Oh, a bush goes down there. Now, if I wasn't worried about getting spotted, I would just have a shot at that bush. Okay, so hang on. Normal speed now. Back up. So he won't see me when I fire. I'm letting him come a fair way so he can't retreat. Unfortunately, with our 203mm of penetration on this gun, we somehow bounce off that Tiger P. Really? Really, game? Really? That shot missed. Now I can't even see him, and I don't think I penetrated him, or did I? No, I didn't. Or unless I did and it didn't show up because he was unspotted. Another bounce. 203 mils of penetration. Really? Okay, that time we can't miss. So this guy is obviously not very switched on because I decided to track him so that I can actually hit what I'm aiming at. There we go. A pen. Another one. As you can see, he's not going anywhere. Someone else has now tracked him for us. We get another shot in. So he's now being spotted by somebody else, so I don't have to keep going up to the bush and check. And he's gone. That was nice. We got a lot of health there. We got most of the health of the Tiger P. So I don't know how much armor the Tiger P has, but I know it's got a pretty strong turret. I definitely bounced my 203 mils of penetration off it, so yeah. Anyway, I decided to have a go at this bush because that tank was up there before that. What was up there? wasn't it a T-25? I think it was. So I just blind fire, but I can't blind fire while I can be seen. So I need to back up enough. Like I need to pre-aim, then back up, then hopefully shoot at the right spot. And anyway, it's a little bit difficult. I'll speed this up again. 2 times. 4 times. Very exciting gameplay. Oh boy, maybe I should put a cut in here. And I'm going back to 2 times now. So obviously the game has changed. We are capping. We have still, I think we have 1 more tank than enemy team. But what I could see the VK on the map, and I thought for some reason it was at our cap, but it's at their cap. I just started going the wrong direction for some bizarre reason. I've realised now I went to the wrong cap. I meant to go to their cap. So I've decided now I'm going to go through the middle of the buildings where the heavy tanks normally go down because it might be like the quickest way to get there. Obviously I'm still at 2 times, the tank doesn't actually go this fast. I might go 4 times here. Now I'm a little bit worried at this stage about getting spotted, so I decided to have a look through here, back to normal speed. But I see that tank just drove past in front of me and he's not getting shot. He's almost dead actually. So I figure it must be pretty safe. So I go back to 4 times here. I'll let my binoculars kick in just to make sure. Now I'm back and people are getting shot at. So I'm hiding in this bush for a second. Now see Artie's been spotted so I can aim. Ah, now everyone's been spotted. There's an Artie there. Should I shoot at this guy through the truck? I have a go, but no, he's actually not showing up. Now, I didn't get spotted when I fired my gun there, so I figure it must be okay. Although there's a Jag Panzer, and it looks like we might have a shot on the tippy top. Yep. Nice. 231 below our average damage roll. And he's killed before I can get the next shot off. They've only got 1 tank left, and it's Artie. And probably hasn't got a lot of health left. Let's see if we can get him. I'm going to go to 2 times again. This thing isn't super fast, as you can see. How much damage do we have? We have 1,858. Okay. Which is actually not bad for this tank because the survivability of this tank is so low. I'm back to normal speed and I'm just driving straight through the bushes. I'm knocking them over, I don't care. I just don't want the Artie to see me until I'm close enough to spot it. I'll go to 2 times again. So this is why I'm zigzagging here. I just don't want Artie to spot me first. Because I am easily spot. I'm as easy to spot as Artie is. Now, I'm gathering somebody else has spotted Artie there. I'm going to go to normal speed. He's behind the building, and I can see him backing up. So I decided to go to the back of the building. Our Artie's just hit him. And, oh, he moves forward. He must know I'm here. Shoot. Yay! We get a little bit of damage. 129. That's the end of the game. Another mastery game, this time with the top gun. Or the final gun. We did 2,217 damage, which means that we must have hit one of our blind shots. It might have been on that Tiger P. And next screen, we actually finished third for XP, and 1073 is enough for mastery. That's fairly poor, which means that the tank is not a tank that a lot of people do well in. Shots fired 22, 15 hits, 11 pens, so even with 203 mils of penetration we struggled on that tank. 2217 damage, 750 assistance damage, so it might have been when we tracked it, or maybe from spotting. And it made a bit of money, not too bad I guess. Thank you for watching my review of the Nashorn. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more reviews, please subscribe to Reginaldesq, and have fun.